Vonnie B'Vsean. Von Miller is an American football outside linebacker for the Denver Broncos of the National Football League. He played college football at Texas A&M, where he earned consensus All-American honors and was awarded the Butkus Award as the most outstanding college linebacker in the nation. He was drafted by the Broncos second overall in the 2011 NFL Draft. Miller is a three-time Pro Bowl selection, receiving second-team All-Pro honors as a rookie and first-team All-Pro in his second season. High school career: Miller attended DeSoto High School in DeSoto, Texas, where he played for the DeSoto Eagles high school football team and ran track. In his junior year he recorded 37 tackles, 14 tackles for loss, 7 sacks and 12 quarterback hurries. As a senior, he was named the District 8-5A Defensive MVP after making 76 tackles, 14 tackles for loss and 6 sacks. He played with future Aggie teammate Cyrus Gray. In track and field, Miller competed in events such as the 110m hurdles, triple jump or even javelin throw. Considered a 4-star recruit by Rivals.com, Miller was listed as the number 15 weakside defensive end in the nation in 2007. He chose Texas A&M over offers from Florida, Ole Miss, Oklahoma and Texas Tech. College career: Miller attended Texas A&M University, where he played for the Texas A&M Aggies football team from 2007 to 2010. As a freshman at defensive end in 2007, he was named Freshman All-Big 12 by the Sporting News after posting 22 tackles, including 10 solo stops. He recorded 2 sacks, 4 tackles for loss, and a forced fumble. He played in a 4-2-5 defense. He weighed 220 pounds during his freshman year. In the spring of 2008, newly hired head coach Mike Sherman was discouraged by Miller's habits of skipping class and failing to produce during practice. Sherman decided to suspend Miller for that spring. Disappointed, Miller considered transferring, but upon his father's insistence, stayed. Miller then adopted a more serious attitude. As a sophomore in 2008, Miller played at weakside linebacker under Joe Kynes for a Euro 3 defense. He saw action in all 12 games, making 44 tackles, including 25 solo stops, and leading the team with 3.5 sacks. He made 7.5 tackles for loss, forced a pair of fumbles, and recovered 2 more. His role was more confined to pass coverage, as opposed to rushing the quarterback, thus he wasn't able to showcase his pass rushing abilities. In the final 7 Big 12 games, he compiled just 8 tackles. As a junior in 2009, Miller adopted the role of the jack position, a defensive end linebacker hybrid, which allowed him to utilize his pass rushing abilities. He enjoyed a breakout season for the Aggies, leading the nation in sacks with 17 and ranking 4th in the nation with 21 tackles for loss. For his efforts, Von Miller was named first-team All-Big 12 at defensive end and was named a first-team All-American by Sporting News and Sports Illustrated. He became the first Aggie to be named a first-team All-American since Jason Webster in 1999. Then Aggies defensive coordinator Joe Kynes compared Miller to the late Derek Thomas. Miller then studied and watched film of Thomas to familiarize himself with his game. In 2010, Miller switched to playing as a 3 Euro 4 outside linebacker under Tim DeRuyter's defense. Early in the season, Miller suffered a high ankle sprain that held him back for the first 6 games. He posted 10.5 sacks and 17.5 tackles for loss. Again he made first-team All-Big 12 honors, and won the Butkus Award as the nation's top linebacker. He was also named a consensus first-team All-American. He received first-team All-American honors from Walter Camp, Scout.com, Pro Football Weekly, ESPN.com, and the Associated Press. Professional career Pre-draft Miller, who likely would have been a second-round pick in the 2010 NFL Draft had he passed on his senior season, entered the 2011 NFL Draft regarded as one of the best 3 Euro 4 outside linebackers available. He was projected to be a top 5 pick by notable draft evaluators. At the 2011 Senior Bowl, Miller was the defensive MVP. Among linebackers at the 2011 NFL Combine, Miller ranked second in the 40-yard dash, third in the vertical jump, first in the broad jump, third in the 20-yard shuttle, first in the three-cone drill, and first in the 60-yard shuttle. His 11.15-second 60-yard shuttle broke the Combine linebacker record. At the Texas A&M Pro Day in March 2011, Miller ran a 4.49 40-yard dash. In March 2011, Miller was selected to represent top-flight rookies in the NFL labor union talks. He was persuaded by LaDainian Tomlinson to join the lawsuit. In March 2011, Dave Razzano, a former NFL scout with 20 years of experience, compared Miller to Vernon Gholston. Gholston was drafted 6th overall by the New York Jets in 2008, but failed to record a sack in 42 games, and was later released. In regards to Miller, Razzano stated, "In looking at Big 12 tape, he does not have a motor. He doesn't chase hard. They run at him, and he doesn't fight off blockers. When he gets sacks, a lot of times he's not getting blocked. He's a one-move guy." During the Texas A&M Pro Day, however, one scout compared him to Hall of Famer Derek Thomas, while Bengals defensive coordinator Mike Zimmer compared him to Cardinals linebacker Joey Porter. NFL Network analyst Mike Mayock, who rated Miller as the second-best player in the draft, stated that Miller reminds him of a smaller version of DeMarcus Ware. Miller's then personal trainer, Dan Brandenburg, who also worked with first-round picks Clay Matthews III and Sean Weatherspoon, stated Miller is the best athlete of all three. Denver Broncos. Miller was drafted by the Denver Broncos second overall in the 2011 NFL Draft. He was the highest selected linebacker since LaVar Arrington went number 2 to the Washington Redskins in 2000. He also became the Aggies' highest draft pick since Quentin Coryaut, who was selected second overall in 1992. The selection of Miller surprised certain experts. Denver was switching from a 3-4 defense to a 4-3 defense, a defense which seemed counterintuitive to Miller's strengths. Former Broncos quarterback John Elway, who is also the executive vice president of the franchise, said, "Miller's a type of guy that comes around every 10 years." On July 28, 2011, Miller officially signed with the Denver Broncos. He wears number 58 in honor of his favorite football player, the late former Chiefs Hall of Fame linebacker Derek Thomas. 2011 season, on September 12, 2011, in his first career play from scrimmage, Miller forced a fumble. On September 18, 2011, he had his first sack on Andy Dalton when the Broncos played the Cincinnati Bengals. Miller was named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance against the New York Jets. Miller was selected to the 2012 Pro Bowl, and was named AP Defensive Rookie of the Year. Overall, in 907 snaps, Vonn recorded 11.5 sacks, 19 quarterback hits, and 29 quarterback hurries. He was fined 3 times during season. 2012 season, Miller got off to a quick start in his sophomore season, registering 10 sacks in 9 games. In this period, he also recorded 30 quarterback hurries, more than he had during his entire 2011 campaign. Thanks to this tremendous start, Miller was considered an MVP candidate. On November 16, Miller was fined $21,000 for a hit on Carolina Panthers quarterback Cam Newton in Week 10. He received his second career AFC Defensive Player of the Week honor after recording 3 sacks and 2 forced fumbles against the San Diego Chargers the following week. For his efforts during the month of November, Miller was awarded AFC Defensive Player of the Month. On December 26, 2012, Miller was announced the starting outside linebacker in the AFC division for the 2013 Pro Bowl. Miller finished the season third in sacks with 18.5, breaking a Denver Broncos record of 17 previously held by Elvis Dumervil. He also capped off the 2012 season finishing second in voting for Defensive Player of the Year and being named first-team All-Pro. In 2012, Vonn teamed up with Ubisoft, makers of the video game The Hip Hop Dance Experience, to create his very own sack celebration dance called the DeSoto Shuffle that was inspired by the video game. Each time Vonn performed the dance during a game, Ubisoft made a charitable donation to Vonn's Vision, a foundation devoted to providing eye care and glasses to underprivileged youth. 2013 season. Prior to the 2013 season, the NFL Network listed Miller as the 9th-ranked player in its NFL, the top 100 players of 2013 program. In July 2013, ESPN reported that Von Miller had been suspended 6 games for violating league policy, pending appeal. Miller tweeted that he did nothing wrong. In August 2013, he lost the appeal and was suspended for 6 games. The 6-game suspension arose after the NFL learned that he attempted to cheat a drug test. Miller became eligible to play on October 20, 2013, when the Broncos played the Indianapolis Colts. On November 24, in a loss to the New England Patriots, Miller recovered a Stevan Ridley fumble and took it 60 yards for a touchdown. It was the second touchdown of Miller's career. Miller did fairly well upon his return, but his season was ended prematurely when he tore his ACL on December 22, 2013 during a win on the road at the Houston Texans. Without Miller, the Broncos reached Super Bowl XLVII, but lost 43-8 to the Seattle Seahawks. 2014 season. After recovering from his ACL injury, Miller looked to improve his play in his 4th season with the Broncos. 2015 season. On September 18, 2015, Miller became the 3rd fastest player in NFL history to reach 50 sacks career. The only ones to get there faster than him were Reggie White and Derek Thomas. Career statistics equals. Personal. Miller was born in Dallas, Texas to parents Vonn and Gloria Miller. His parents, who were both athletes in high school and college, own a power supply business. He has a younger brother Vincent Zybins. Legal issues equals. In August 2013, Miller was arrested on a failure to appear warrant for driving-related charges in October 2012. Miller was arrested August 11, 2013 at a Colorado gun store when he tried to buy a gun and a background check revealed an outstanding arrest warrant for failing to appear in court on his previous traffic ticket. In September 2013, Miller was cited for speeding and driving with a suspended license in Arapahoe County, Colorado. On October 28, 2013, Miller arrived late to his court regarding traffic offenses. Miller had a 10:30 a.m. appearance but didn't get to court until 12:15 p.m. References. External links, career statistics and player information from NFL.com, a Eurocent ESPN, a Eurocent Pro Football Reference, Denver Broncos Profile, Texas A&M Aggies Bio, NFL Combine Profile, Sports Science episode on Miller.